Hey guys, it's Stephen Freeborn here from freeborntrainingsystems.com. And real quick, I wanted to talk to you guys today about kind of my strategy for keeping on track with your nutrition while you're traveling, whether it's for work, vacation, or visiting family. And the biggest goal, or at least goal I have for myself and clients when we're traveling, is to mitigate the likelihood of being in a caloric surplus, which is what's going to lead to excess weight gain, excess fat gain. And so the two strategies I'm going to share with you guys are built around accomplishing that goal. So the first one is to intermittent fast. So all this means is that you're going to push back your first meal of the day to later in the day, and that's going to squeeze your kind of window for feeding for that day down a little bit. And so this kind of helps on several fronts. First and foremost, it partitions some of the nutrients and calories you would normally consume at the beginning part of the day and kind of partitions them to later in the day, or at least puts them, kind of saves them for that larger meal or larger meals that are typically consumed later in the day when we're traveling and when we're on vacation. Also, it tends to be when we travel and are on vacation, we stay up later. So that feeding window is already extended. So by pushing that first meal back a little bit, we're able to kind of normalize that feeding window. Again, nothing magical here. You're just taking some calories that you would normally consume earlier in the day and putting them later in the day. Second part of that strategy is to train during your fasted state. So if you can, fit in some kind of training session or movement or exercise at the beginning of the day before you've fed. The idea here is to kind of attack three different things. First, it's to give us something else to focus on besides the fact we're not eating until noon. So tends to be that when you wake up, for a lot of people, or for some people, the practice is to consume a meal. So if you're not used to fasting, you may find it difficult to obsess over the fact that you are fasting. So training gives you something to do. You wake up a little bit later than normal, usually on vacation or while you're traveling, so you're able to get up. And of course, when I say fasting, I don't mean don't drink any fluids. I just mean don't eat any food or large amounts of food at all. But you can have coffee, you can have tea, you can have water. So you wake up, have some liquids, have a coffee, have some water. Hour or so goes by, then hit the gym for a couple hours, then come home, get ready, and before you know it, it's noon and you're ready for your first meal. So wake up at 8, spend a couple hours chilling, getting ready, another couple hours actually training, going to the gym, driving back from the gym, and bam, you're already to your first meal of the day, and it didn't feel like you were fasting. The other benefit of it, or the other two benefits of it, is one, we increase your caloric expenditure for the day, which again helps us prevent that caloric surplus and gives us a little bit more room for error later in the day, which most of us need when we're traveling. And then lastly, and probably the least helpful and least important, is that by training while we're fasted and putting that first meal of the day right after the training session or within an hour or two after the training session, we're kind of practicing what you would call, nutrient timing or good post-workout nutrition, which while isn't completely validated, I still think it's a good approach for most people, which is partitioning a significant amount of nutrients and calories post-training session in the hopes that those nutrients and calories go to the most optimal use, so to speak. It's a pretty simple strategy. I originally picked up the first part of it, the intermittent fasting part, from Dr. John Berardi when he shared kind of his, it was probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point. I think I read about it when I was a freshman in college and kind of been practicing it ever since. But the second part of it I kind of added in as I practiced it and evolved, and something I found beneficial. I'm hoping that you guys find these strategies beneficial and you can use them when you're traveling to keep on point with your nutrition, or at least mitigate any damage or injury that would be done to you by kind of falling off the wagon altogether with your nutrition. So please try it out, give it a try. Like I said, it's not the only way. It's one way, and I hope that it works for you. It's worked for me. It's worked for clients. But if it doesn't work for you, please reach back out to me. You can get at me at sfreeborn7@gmail.com via email, social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Steven.freeborn. Give me your questions. Let me know what's going on. I'd love to brainstorm with you, help you figure it out. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this video. And if you're liking the videos and you like my channel, please subscribe and please share the videos and the channel with your friends or your families or whoever else you think would be interested. Particularly if you like this video and find it helpful, share it with your other friends and family who you know travel frequently. I think it can really benefit a lot of people. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share it. And of course, I'll be back with more. But until then, have a great rest of your week. Talk to you guys later.